Good afternoon, welcome back. I'm Kendall Makamate with your sports on PM News. Now, Bafana Bafana coach Shakes Mashaba is impressed with the progress his charges have made since he took over the helm. Second half goals from strikers Bongani Ndulula and Tukele Rantia were enough to see the South Africans return home with maximum points from Congo, where they were drawn against the West Africans in their quest to qualify for the African Cup of Nations to be hosted in Morocco next year. Here's a full list of results from all the other qualifiers played over the weekend. First, Congo Brazzaville 0, South Africa 2, and then Nigeria seemed to be flailing as they lost 1-0 in Group A against Sudan and go through to Group B, where Malawi 0 against Algeria 2, and then Ethiopia losing against Mali a 2-0 loss there. And then in Group C, Gabon 2-0 against Burkina Faso, Angola and Lesotho, the two Southern African nations, are doing a 0-0 draw. Group D, a 0-0 draw against Sierra Leone for Cameroon, and then Group E, Uganda losing to Togo 1-0. Niger in Group F, 0-0 draw against Zambia. And then through to last group, Senegal drawing 0-0 against Tunisia. And now to the group standings. Just for Group A, where South Africa is placed top of the log. 7 points, 3 matches played, 2 wins and 1 draw. Let's hope they see it through to the end and actually qualify. Now, with 3 points away against Congo Brazzaville on Saturday, Bafana Bafana have set up a scintillating return leg for the Afcon qualifiers against the Central African outfit in Polokwane on Wednesday. Coach Shakes Mashaba will look to inspire his charges a step closer to Morocco next year. Nigeria, on the other hand, suffered their second defeat at the hands of a Sudanese outfit. And with us in studio to discuss Bafana Bafana's revival is SABC Sports analyst David Kekana. Good day, sir, and thank you very much for joining us on PM News.
It's nice to be here, Kenda.
David, for all of our guests out there, I think a lot of people are talking a lot about the introduction of the younger players into the side. Do you think that that's exactly what Bafana Bafana have been missing to get the younger players reviving their fortunes?
Kendall, I just think that it's the mandate that Shakes was given by the association, which is SAFA, when he took over the helm, that he's got to blood in new players. Because when you look at the whole structure, SAFA were looking that with their restructuring, the focus was on 2022, beyond 2018 as we know it, and beyond 2015, which is the African Nations Cup in Morocco. They looked that the two were very close, and to build a squad you needed enough time and to focus on short-term goals, which is 2015 and 2018, would have been an oversight on behalf of the association. They had to have a long-term goal and see where they were going. So the biggest thing was focusing on youth and making sure that Shakes blood enough youngsters to take this team to 2022, which is, of course, at this current point, Qatar 2022. But when you look at how they wanted to structure it, the aim was that the junior national teams, the under-17, the under-20s, and of course the under-23 that is going to qualify for the Olympics in Brazil, yes, would have been the catalyst to bring in enough players for Bafana Bafana leading to 2022. They did not think that this would start as early as it has started with Shakes.
So it's definitely a bonus, and it seems like all the players from SAFA all the way to Shakes Mashaba himself have learned from past experiences because they've had a relationship before as coach as well as employer, isn't it?
Yeah, and of course Shakes was at the helm of the under-20s for qualifying for the African Youth Championship. But I just think that it is too soon for us to be looking at this team as the team that Shakes has built. Yes, he's blooded quite a number of youngsters, which is fresh for every South African to look at it and think we've got a team that we can build on. But short-term goals can sometimes distort the outlook, because now people are talking about us becoming well-beaters, and since 2008, the last time we managed to qualify for a tournament.
Without hosting it.
Without hosting it. Beyond that, we were only qualifying because we were hosts, and we were pathetic when it came to qualifying properly. Now, hope has been, has sprung eternally as far as Shakes is concerned.
Yes.
And it looks like we might just qualify earlier than we even thought, which is on Wednesday. If we're on 10 points, we would be needing only about 2 points just to qualify with 2 games to spare. So that's a great prospect.
Something which is fantastic. Now, do you think that going into this match in Polokwane at 8 o'clock, in 30 seconds or less, if you can let us know, do you think that those boys need any more motivation than they already have in them?
No, I mean, if you go away back-to-back games, Sudan, and you go to Congo, hostile environment, and you come back with points as they did, full points. You don't need any motivation to come and beat Congo here in Polokwane.
No,
the motivation
fantastic.
is there.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, David, for coming through. That was David Kekana, the man on the ball, so to speak, who knows all about Bafana Bafana and how well they're doing. And we do hope to be able to speak to him again sooner with a little more time.
Pleasure.
On to our next